Alright, this morning I'm going to show you how to make my very easy 4-ingredient bread for the week that we use for like sandwiches, or I made a video the other day with French toast. I use that bread. We're going to start with 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of active dry yeast. Mix that around, and then we're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes till it becomes bubbly and frothy. Okay, and we want it to look something kind of like this. Then we are gonna add the flour, and you can use regular flour or gluten-free flour or even whole wheat flour. I just would not recommend using almond flour. I tried it, does not work. And we're gonna add 2.5 cups of this. Then we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt. Close enough. And then we're gonna mix it till it's all combined. All right, and you want it to kind of look a little wet like this. Okay. Next, we're gonna put a towel over it. We're gonna put it someplace warm, and you wanna let it rise for at least an hour. Sometimes I do 2 to 3 hours, but you want it to rise for at least an hour. I forgot about it. So here we are. This is about 3 hours that it rose. I'm gonna add flour to the countertop. And then we're going to dump. And I just take a spatula and get the remaining in the bowl. During this time, make sure you preheat your oven to 400. I'm gonna take some flour and sprinkle a little bit on top. It helps it from sticking. And I use one of these. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on there. And I'm gonna knead it, but I'm gonna use this tool to help me do that. You can add flour as you need. Doesn't need to be perfect, but we're just going to kind of get that going. I don't know if you can see, but there's some air, which is great for the added texture, make it airy. Once I knead it with my tool, I'm gonna go in there with my hands. Kind of shape it. Next, I am going to take my pan, my bread pan here. I'm going to pour some olive oil in it. Take my loaf, plop it in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to put some more oil on top. And you can scar it if you want. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I'm gonna cut off these edges. So I like to use a glass pan, and this glass pan specifically I got from Hobby Lobby, and the highest you can put it in the oven at is 400. So I like to cook my bread for 400 or on 400 for 20 minutes, and then I turn the temperature down to 375 for another 20 minutes so it doesn't get too dark and too burnt. And I find that works perfect for me. I know everyone has a different type of oven. Every oven cooks at different temperatures, so whatever you find works best for you, I would recommend doing. You can try it with the temperature and time that I do first, and then you can adjust it to see what works best for you. My glasses fog up. I just put it on the top shelf. And we'll come back in 20 minutes and lower the temperature to 375. It's getting there. Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
All right. Do this without burning myself. Well, that's new. I never had it go over the side like that, but looks good. I usually let it rest for about an hour before I go and cut into it, but I'm curious on what this bubble looks like. I'm gonna cut into it because I want to see what this bubble looks like, and then I'm gonna just let the rest before I fully cut it away. Oh my gosh, she is airy. Probably this knife sucks, but there you go. And I'm gonna let it rest some more before I cut it up more. It makes it easier to cut it. But got your homemade bread with 4 ingredients. Easy. It's more cost effective to buy the ingredients. So I hope you try it.